The Akwa Ibom State Anthem.
Let us rise up, Akwa State, to the faith of greatness. Oh, Akwa Ibom, let our dreams be ever one. Rise beyond ethnicity, build with love our promised land. Forward ever, backward never, serve the land in unity and love.
Please, while we are still standing, let me respectfully invite Mr. Ubong Wudofia for the opening prayers.
Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you. Thank you for a beautiful weather. Thank you for a good day you've given to us. Thank you for the youths of Akwa Ibom State. Thank you for the army formation in Akwa Ibom State. Thank you for the government and people of Akwa Ibom State. Lord, we pray as we start today, grant us knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. At the end of the day, let us have reasons to say that you have done us well. Thank you for hearing. Thank you for all that you will do. For in Jesus' precious name we have prayed. Amen.
Please be seated. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, today is 9 April 2025. It has pleased the Lord to gather us here for a very strategic meeting, the sensitization program for our youth leaders on Nigerian Army recruitment. We are here to encourage our courageous youth to step forward and take their place in the Nigeria's future. Let me therefore ask that we all put our hands together and celebrate our youth-friendly governor, the #1 supporter of youth in Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom, here represented by the Algon Chairman, Dr. Uwemedimo Udo. We recognize and welcome the representative of the Chief of Army Staff, Brigadier General W.L. Nzidie. Can we please celebrate and make him feel very welcome to Akwa Ibom State? We thank and welcome you. We recognize and welcome the Commander 2 Brigade, Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Alexander Tawasimi. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you, sir, for the good work you do. We appreciate and welcome all senior officers of the Nigerian Army that are here, especially those that came with the Chief of Army Staff. We appreciate and also thank the Army Headquarters recruitment team that are here present. We thank and welcome them. Let me recognize member of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that are here. Honorable Lawrence Udoide is also here. Can we please celebrate him? You can also see the immediate past Chief Whip of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, himself a very good supporter of the youth structure in Akwa Ibom, Tuokong Emmanuel Ekpenyong. Your Excellency, we welcome chairmen of local government areas. Almost all of them are here. We welcome permanent secretaries, especially Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth, and that of Internal Security and Waterways. We celebrate and welcome the Dean of College of Honorary Special Advisors to His Excellency the Governor, Obong Isantam Kenneth Okon, And through him, we appreciate and welcome all the honorary special advisors that are here. Let me also acknowledge Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency the Governor on Youth Matters, Honorable Ini Akpan Olokbo. Thank you so very much. We recognize and welcome leadership and members of all the youth blocks in Akwa Ibom State that are here. We have the National Youth Council. We appreciate you. The Youth Caucus Akwa Ibom State, the Village Youth, Arise Youth, Christian Youth, Female Youths. Can we please celebrate them? And of course, we have all the local government council youth supervisors. All of them are here. We thank and welcome all the special assistants to His Excellency the Governor and all aides to the Governor on youth matters. We appreciate in a very special way our esteemed participants, and we thank and appreciate our virtual audience that are joining these events live on different platforms and channels. We thank the gentlemen of the press, and we appreciate all of us that are here. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together and celebrate yourself? Your Excellency, this is very strategic in our history as Akwa Ibom. It is to further demonstrate your commitment and readiness to sustain the peace we have in Akwa Ibom State, to maintain our status as the most peaceful state, and to also show your readiness to partner with the Nigerian Army to strengthen our security architecture. And so today we are gathered here to clear some doubts and to correct some misconceptions around the recruitment process into the Nigerian Army. And that's why this event has been put together, and the youths have been specifically invited for this very gathering. We understand that a nation is as strong as its army, and as such, we encourage all of our youths to make the most of this opportunity that the Nigerian Army will be presenting to us today. We've invited seasoned resource persons who will take us through, educate us, and lecture us on the need while we should no longer hesitate in stepping forward and joining this very pathway to a dignified career with equal opportunity and integrity. Let me therefore ask that we put our hands together as we will invite our resource person that will come lecture us. Our resource person that will come lecture us on some of these very important issues. Put your hands together, therefore, and celebrate Brigadier General W.L. Nzidi as he comes up here to take us on this very subject and topic. Thank you so very much.
regular recruit intake recruitment exercise for trades, non-trades. Applicants must be single and be Nigerian citizens by birth. Applicants must be medically, physically and psychologically fit in line with Nigerian Army standards. Applicants must not be less than 18 years and not more than 22 years old for non-tradesmen and women, while tradesmen and women must not be older than 26 years as at 30th June 2025. For more information on eligibility and requirements, please visit Nigerian Army Recruitment website recruitment.army.mil.ng to complete online registration from 31st March to 17th May 2025. Selected candidates will participate in the state recruitment screening exercise scheduled from 2nd to 16th June 2025 in their respective state of origin. Nigerian Army Recruitment is free. Brigadier General Chibueze Ogbuabo, Director, Directorate of Recruitment and Money, Army Headquarters, Announcer. The Nigerian Army wishes to inform the general public that the online registration for 89 regular recruit intake recruitment exercise for trades, non-tradesmen and women will commence on 31st March 2025 for all interested and qualified candidates. Applicants must be single and be Nigerian citizens by birth. Applicants must be medically, physically and psychologically fit in line with Nigerian Army standards. Applicants must not be less than 18 years and not more than 22 years old for non-tradesmen and women, while tradesmen and women must not be older than 26 years as at 30th June 2025. For more information on eligibility and requirements, please visit Nigerian Army Recruitment website recruitment.army.mil.ng to complete online registration from 31st March to 17th May 2025. Selected candidates will participate in the state recruitment screening exercise scheduled from 2nd to 16th June 2025 in their respective state of origin. Nigerian Army Recruitment is free. Brigadier General Chibueze Ogbuabo, Director, Directorate of Recruitment and Money, Army Headquarters, Announcer. The Nigerian Army wishes to inform the general public that the online registration for 89 regular recruit intake recruitment exercise for trades, non-tradesmen and women will commence on 31st March 2025 for all interested and qualified candidates. Applicants must be single and be Nigerian citizens by birth. Applicants must be medically, physically and psychologically fit in line with Nigerian Army standards. Applicants must not be less than 18 years and not more than 22 years old for non-tradesmen and women, while tradesmen and women must not be older than 26 years as at 30th June 2025. For more information on eligibility and requirements, please visit Nigerian Army Recruitment website recruitment.army.mil.ng to complete online registration from 31st March to 17th May 2025. Selected candidates will participate in the state recruitment screening exercise scheduled from 2nd to 16th June 2025 in their respective state of origin. Nigerian Army Recruitment is free. Brigadier General Chibueze Ogbuabo, Director, Directorate of Recruitment and Money, Army Headquarters, Announcer.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented here, and very senior political leaders of the state here present. Distinguished local government chairmen, youth leaders, and all other representatives here present. Mr. Ireo, I am one of you, so I want to let you know that I am one of you. Me come for okay. Did I get it? Me come for what? Okay. Me man for. What does that mean? Me man for. Okay. So sono. Abi. I think I will come back for a lesson, so I could get it right. I am Brigadier General W.L. Nzide. I'm here with, of course, my host, my friend, my colleague, my classmate, Brigadier General Tawasimi. I'm here to represent. I was sent here by the Chief of Army Staff to come to speak to us about the
benefits, advantages, and so on to our teaming youth for joining the army, and to also let us know that we are not really doing well in terms of representation in the Nigerian army. I almost wanted to tell His Excellency that with the crowd I'm seeing here, I think this is already a success. I have traveled across all the Niger Delta states. What I'm seeing here tells me why Akwa Ibom is developing, why Akwa Ibom is succeeding. I see a lot of good spirit of brotherhood, teamwork, unity, and progress. And I pray that what I'm seeing here should reflect on each and every, is it Akwa Ibom minds, right? Okay. What I'm supposed to say here is supposed to last me for about a minute or 2 minutes, where we deliberately extend it. Because if you have traveled from all the parts of the states to come here, and the man is talking to you for just 2 minutes, it's like something is wrong. So I will justify the transport money you have spent coming here by making sure I last more than 2 minutes. So that way, we'll be sure that we've come to listen. Okay. I'll start with some parameters. The registration for 89 regular recruit intake into the Nigerian Army, the portal opened sometime in March. And registration is ongoing. And the registration will last, the portal will be closed in May. To be precise, 17th of May, 2025. Taking that further, by my last count, when I went to check, the most recent data on the internet shows that the population of Akwa Ibom as of 2023 is about 5 million. That's 2023 statistics. I'm sure that it must have grown now. Yes. And same 2023, they've not updated it, but same 2023 puts unemployment rate at about 5.1%. Of course, with what I have seen and what we know is happening in Akwa Ibom, that number must also have been taken care of as of today. Now, but if we have to follow the statistics, you will all agree with me that a state that is fast developing like Akwa Ibom, with unemployment rate where the bulk of the unemployed Akwa Ibomites are youths, that's a problem. I'm sure we all agree. That's a problem. If the youths, let's say you have 500,000 Akwa Ibomites that are yet to be employed, and out of this number, 500,000, 250,000 or 300 are the youths. It means we have a lot of problems to contend with. Because the youths are very strong. They want to do something. They want to get something done. Perhaps their parents have managed to send them to schools. They've graduated from secondary school, even the university first degree, and they are not doing anything. And they are at home. They become a problem to you and I. That problem is what the Nigerian Army has brought solution to solve that problem. And so, why is it on record that the Niger Delta states, including us, by the way, I'm saying us, maybe I omitted this. The Chief of Army Staff, in his wisdom, chose me to come. You know why? I'm a son of the Niger Delta. To be precise, I'm your neighbor. I'm from Rivers State, Kana local government. I share boundary with you. So, what affects me affects you. What affects you positively affects me positively. So there's no better town crier that can come to speak to you more than a son of the soil. You know. So I'm speaking to my elder brothers, my elder sisters, my uncles, my brothers, here and there. You know. So whatever I say is the way it is. The question is, why is there low patronage, low enrollment into the army by us? Why? That's the question. That's the question I've come to ask. And I'm sure during the interactive session we'll clear some of your doubts, if any. Now, the portal for registration was opened on the 31st of March. From 31st of March till date is about how many days? Okay. Huh? 9 days. In 9 days, some states in this country, the registration thus far, as of now that I'm speaking to you, is 3,000 by some states. Some other states, 2,005. Some 2,000. Some 1,005. I've left other Niger Delta states. I've told them their statistics. So let me not bring theirs. Let me talk about Akwa Ibom. As of now, Akwa Ibom is 500 plus. Whereas some other states are already 2,000, 3,000. Why? Why? Okay, maybe a time will come when we will interact. So just note down why it is so. And by the grace of God, I will attempt to give you a good answer. Now, but here is the problem I'm bringing to my people. I was sent here to come to speak to my people so that tomorrow, if I'm seated in an aircraft or in a bus or in a gathering where any of you mention that the Nigerian army is marginalizing you, you cannot say that. I will tell you no. And you are telling lies. Why? I am a witness. I've been sent 3, 4, 5 times by the Nigerian army to come to speak to you and tell you the advantages of joining the army, which is, I am one of it. I am a testimony. And I will tell you how I rose from nothing to what I am today, courtesy of Nigerian army. Now, when you don't enroll in these large numbers, there is a problem. What the army does is they allocate the same number of slots to every state. Whether it's Akwa Ibom, whether it's Rivers, whether it's Adamawa, whether it's Borno, whether it's Katsina, whether it's Kaduna, whether it's Lagos State. If we are to take 200 each, 200 from each state, it cuts across. Like I've always said, the army is we plan everything that we do. For this very set 89 regular recruit intake now that is ongoing, the army has already planned the training. And the training is going to be for X number of trainees. Let's say 6,000. So the army has made provision for 6,000. Now, when Akwa Ibom failed to utilize its slot, here's what will happen. When other states, the number of their enrollees is like 3,000, what it means is that during the screening, they will screen and get the best. Like I always say, let me be quick to say this, that the army is a no-nonsense organization in terms of discipline, loyalty, and all that. So, when you want to recruit people into the army, you get the best brains. You get the best brains, and I'll tell you why. In some places I went to, I've told them that we are like that undergraduate that has gained admission to study medicine in the university. I'm not trying to put down other courses, no. When you are studying medicine, from day one, you know that you are going to deal with human lives. So no cutting corners, no compromise. You pass, you fail, you fail. You get into the university to study aeronautical engineering. Maybe eventually you become a pilot or so. You know the training of a pilot. He's flying 300, 400 people on board. So his training is a no-nonsense training. Imagine if a pilot training or a medical school training is that serious. The Nigerian Army training is more serious than that. You deal with lives and properties. So what that means is that we ensure that the people coming in are ready to serve and have the best form of fitness and so on. So when a state that their number that enrolled is about 3,000, during the screening, it will be pruned down to maybe 500. That 500, they are the best amongst the 300. But the army has given them slot for 200. So out of the 500, they take the best 200. The other 300, not that they are not qualified, but we have to take only 200 because 200 was allocated to all the states, or each of the states. Now the 300 will be on waiting list. When they come to Akwa Ibom, let's say we are starting recruitment today. You are just 580 something as at now. When they finish the screening, maybe only 50 will be qualified because the number that registered were fewer. Only 50, maybe 60. If you were to be given 200 and only 60 are qualified out of those that have registered, it means you have lost how many slots? 140. Okay, that 140 you have lost. You have lost it to another state that has about 500 that are qualified, where they took only 200 and kept 300 on waiting list. Why? Because the army has already prepared to train 6,000. So we will not say because Akwa Ibom did not produce up to 200, the army will reduce the number they will train in Zaria. No. We would have lost 140 young boys and girls who would have ended up being like me tomorrow. Then, when that happens, the next thing you will hear is marginalization. That's why I started with that word, marginalization. In the army, it's a level playing ground for everybody. Nobody marginalizes anybody. Nobody marginalizes anybody. So this underscores the need for us as leaders to create this awareness. In the wisdom of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyede, he has sent us. He's doing his part. He has done his part by sending us. It's not left for you and I to do our part. We can't sit down and fold our hands. We will continue to do what we are doing. And you should also continue to do what you have to do to create this awareness for these young boys and girls to come to be an ambassador of your state. I left home as a young man, undergraduate, left secondary school. and join the army. In my own case, then, I don't think we had this kind of awareness then. I'm not sure. Look at what the army is doing now, spending money and sending us all over the place to speak to our people. I just loved and saw myself in the army, and I applied. By the grace of God, the army sponsored me, and I had my first degree, all paid for by the army. By the grace of God, I have my master's degrees, all paid for by the army. The only thing my father does and my parents is what? Who knows? Prayers. Prayers. And indeed, if I'm standing here today as a brigadier general by the grace of God, their prayer has worked and is still working. I will feel sad, and I feel sad actually, as a son of the Niger Delta, that I am standing here today. I've seen the benefits, which I will tell you, of coming into the army. Of course, I've just listed one, using myself. And then tomorrow, I will be retiring when the time comes. And I look back and I don't see my brothers and sisters that they will be taken over from us because the awareness was not there, or the boys don't show interest because of some lazy man's feelings and impressions and so on. The truth is, as a son of Niger Delta, that we all know what Niger Delta stands for. This is the best for me, and that's why I'm here. This is the best for me. I have no single regret from day one that I joined the army. No single regret. I've told you, and I will keep repeating it. I am your brother. I cannot be coming standing here to tell you what is not happening. I have no single regret of joining the army. So if I am enjoying what I am enjoying, if I'm happy with the work I am doing, why are my younger brothers and sisters not coming to join me? I will just sit down and be losing our slots. I've always said it. I promise you I won't do 2 minutes. I will do more than 2 minutes to justify your transport here. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. I see the passion. Each time we come here to do a program from Abuja and so on, and even watching what is happening in Akwa Ibom on the news and so on, we see the passion, we see the commitment, we see the desire by the leadership of the state to transform this state. But hear this, he cannot do it all alone. Not everybody is going to sit like this. Not everybody is going to be, only one person is going to be a governor part-time. Only one person is going to be a commissioner, and so on, from your respective areas. So, if you ask me, would you respect an apology to our political leaders? If you ask me, I would say I would prefer a career in the army, sir. You know why? When he finishes his political appointment, it's not, are you paid gratuity and pension, sir? No gratuity, no pension. Me, I get pension till. I bet more than clap for Nigerian army, please. Yes. Yes. I'm paid till forever. My family is taken care of till forever. If I choose a career, that's the best. I'm now beginning to tell you the advantages I talked about. That's the best. Some people will say, I want to study medicine. I can't do that in the army. I want to be a pilot. I can't do that in the army. Parents, if you go back to sell this message to your wards and they tell you this, please tell them that's not true. That's not true. When you come in, that's why we emphasize on being medically fit, physically fit, and a basic minimum qualification when it comes to school cert. Why? The army has a deliberate plan to grow you along the line. I came in as a young boy. If not, I'm seeing some of my elders on this table. I'm tempted to say I'm now an old man. You know where we come from. You don't say you are an old man when you see an older man there. You are still a small boy. Otherwise, I would say I'm an old man already because I left home as a young man. The way I came in with, when I was going for training, I just small bag because I can say I'm son of nobody. Just a small bag. If I'm to retire and come home today, now trucks go, I will carry come back home. Yes. I'm not coming back to my village or wherever I'm going to stay the way I lived. What does that mean? The army has grown me and made me what I am today. Talking about ensuring that we get the best, those that are qualified, especially in terms of academic qualification, minimum qualification, is to your own credit, is to your own advantage. Because once you come in, you have a lot of options. But it's not a free lunch anyway. What I mean by that is, you must have been seen to be disciplined, to be loyal. You have served for maybe 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. Then you apply to go to school based on your WAEC result also. If you want to study medicine in the army, you can study medicine. Once you apply to a civil school and you gain admission, you will be released. Most of the medical doctors we have today in the army, this is how they started. And I don't need to let us know here, or the army has one of the best medical hospitals across the country. He came in as CUSAT, wrote JAM, and went into the universities to study. Some of them are consultants already. Now, if you want to do other aspects of medicine, talk about a laboratory scientist or radiography or so. Others, we have the Nigerian Army School of Medical Sciences. Nigerian Army School of Medical Sciences. It's in Lagos. If you want to study nursing, we have the Nigerian Army College of Nurses. It's in Lagos. In fact, one of the best in the country. It's in Lagos. Like I know our people, we love sports, we love music. If you want to continue along that line, we have the Nigerian Army School of Music. We have the Nigerian Army School of Physical Training. Name them right now. We have a full-fledged Nigerian Army University. So, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? The money you are paying for that young boy and girl in University of Uyo, you should have used that money to develop something else. Because once you come in and you are in these schools, you're not spending 10 kobo. The army takes care of you. The army takes care of you. Meanwhile, your house is still there. Your salary is going on. You are in school. Like I always say, when we now retire, I'm talking about the advantages now. When it's time now for retirement, and you are still young, and you feel you could still do something, at that time, if I apply for a position, whether it's Shell, whether it's Chevron, whether it's NNPC, whether it's whatever, if I drop my CV, you drop your CV, first thing they will look at is, this is Dr. So and so, in so and so field. And they look at my CV, I am also Dr. So and so in the same field. So on that, they rate us 50-50. Then they look at another thing, this man is a retired military officer. Military training, you can't joke with them. This man has an edge. Because in the civil certificate, I have acquired it already. You also have your civil certificate. And when they look at my background, what am I trying to say? With due respect, I have more advantages as a retiree to compete for a particular job more than you. Because what I have, you don't have. What you have, I already have. Somebody said, okay. So, my dear people of Akwa Ibom State, it is time for us to take what belongs to us. It is our right to be represented in the Nigerian army. And that's why we have come to make this plea that you should please encourage these boys and girls to come out. I will speak on one last thing before I sit down for the interactive session. You can see the development that is going on in Akwa Ibom State and the peace Akwa Ibom is enjoying. This development and this peace is because of something. Something is happening. Do you know what is happening? Some people have come from different parts of the country. Soldiers, Navy, the police, and others to secure you. I'm talking about national security now. Because if there is no peace in this state, no matter how committed His Excellency is, he cannot develop where there is no peace. And who are the people contributing to that peace? Amongst other security agencies, Nigerian Army. If you ask you, the brigade commander and his men, if you ask all of them where they come from, they will tell you this one is from Adamawa, this one is from maybe Lagos State, this one is from Osun State. They've come from different parts of the country, posted here to secure you. Look how beautiful and handsome you are looking, well dressed. Do you know why? You can travel from one part of the state to another with peace of mind. You know why? Some people are spending sleepless nights. I'm not trying to frighten those who want to come in that we spend sleepless. We they sleep too. But even when we spend sleepless nights, you really will not see it on us. Why? We have been trained to do so. So we have to keep our eyes open for you to sleep well. Wake up in the morning, dress well, go to wherever you have to go to, do your businesses. But there are some people out watching for these bad boys. Watching out for them. Now, the problem is this. If some people have come from different parts of the country to secure your own state, and you are not joining the army, it means you are not securing other states. That means you are cheating. That's the truth. If people have to come from other states to be in Akwa Ibom, man the troubled areas, and watch out for these bad boys. By the way, pipeline vandalization is almost a thing of the past. We are closing in. It's no longer a trade. And in any case, when you sell this message, let them know. Why do you choose to get involved in something that your life is not guaranteed, above something that guarantees your life? That you go to break pipeline today and get away with it does not mean you will get away tomorrow. So it's no longer a trade and other associated crime. And the army is telling you now, come and get your career guaranteed, everything taken care of. So we must be seen as indigenous of this state, that what other military personnel are doing in this state, we too should join the army so that we too can be posted to other states to do the same thing. If they have secured Akwa Ibom and made the political leadership to develop this state the way it is, it means we too should be there to help other states develop also. National security, you can't take it away from national development. So this is the message I have brought for us, to tell you that this is the best place you can be. You are young boys and you are young girls can be, because I have passed through it. I am still in it. And I cannot be coming here to tell you what is not happening. The advantages are so many. I've listed so many. Be a medical doctor, be a nurse, be a pilot. We have aviation wing. You can be a pilot. You can be an engineer. We have School of Engineering in Auchi. All over the country, we have schools. Whatever you want to be, you will be in the army. Give it a trial, and you will see eventually that you will not regret the way I have not regretted joining the army. On this note, I want to thank His Excellency for putting this gathering, the largest I have seen since I've been traveling. Thank you so much, sir. This speaks volume. This tells us why this state is growing. And with this attendance today, I am sure that within the next couple of days, the website for Akwa Ibom State is almost going to triple. Because I am sure that this message will be carried everywhere. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much. Can we please appreciate our Chief of Army Staff? Appreciate the Nigerian Army. Thank you very much. So we will take a few questions, concerns, clarifications, and we'll have him react to it. So we just have hands here. His Excellency has approved that we can take up to 3, maybe 4. I've seen a hand there, that's 1. And there's 2. Somewhere at the back. 3. 4, that's a local government chairman. Your Excellency, we have up to 5. All right, so please, so we can take all of these. You want to say your name, be very precise, ask your question, and go straight to the point.
Thank you very much. My name is Comrade Ibom Victor. I'm from Akwa Ibom local government area. The representative of the Nigerian Army, thank you very much for the message that you have passed. I want to ask a question. Owing to the fact that you have put to us that Akwa Ibom do not have the reasonable number they're supposed to have in Nigerian Army. And then now going forward, do Nigerian Army accept slots, maybe giving like after the recruitment, the training, say 200, do they accept maybe sending slots? I don't want to use that word that I'm hearing from the background. I am asking, do they accept slots? And if they do, because I know in Akwa Ibom we are going to increase the number. If they do, since we are not having senior officers in the military, who will represent us when the slots are given? Thank you very much.
Okay, that's 1. Please, did you say your name?
I said my name is Comrade Ibom Victor.
Comrade Victor. We had a hand down there. Please, if Victor has...
Sorry, my brother. I would like the comrade to really clarify. I think you are being a bit diplomatic with your words. Please, come out clearly.
I have to be, because I don't know whether the truck is outside there. Thank you.
Please, you are free.
All right. Please, with due respect, do Nigerian Army accept bribe?
Please, sir, is that clear enough? That's one. Ladies and gentlemen, please, can we please maintain some decorum? Thank you. Your name and your question, please.
Upstanding is Comrade Honorable Moses Akban from Ikalogu government. I appreciate the Army for this sense of humor, bringing the notice of the youth about the benefits that is derived in joining the military. I thank you all for this opportunity. My question goes thus. You've made mention of the modus operandi of admitting people in the military. And you've stated that if the military wants to take 6,000 trainees, for instance, they will now send that Akwa Ibom will have 500, quota of 500, and is allotted to all the states in the country. Please, sir, I wish to beg and ask. For instance, 500 is given to Akwa Ibom State. How is it shared? And I want to appeal to the leaders of the state. Because, for instance, like a Ikalogu government, most times, most of our young youths apply for the military, but at the end of the day, not even one is taken. Most times could be because of these slot issues or man no man or who is there. Please, I want to beg. I think the best is when 500 is given to Akwa Ibom State, I think it should be shared to the local government. Mostly the chairman can now recommend people to be admitted in the military so that it will now go around. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That is on equal opportunity and fairness in... I see a hand there.
Okay, can I respond to the first two?
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Just the way you were scared thinking there's a truck outside, me too, I'm scared, but I'm under immunity of His Excellency here. So I'll be free to speak. The first speaker, my brother comrade, whether we accept bribe during recruitment. Thank you for that question. But categorically, no. That's why the Army has also made the registration free. When you come for the screening, it's free. They will do you a medical screening from head to toe. Ordinarily, they will say, bring money for this, bring money for that, bring money for this, but it's free. I want to tell you that if anybody asks you for money, the person is wrong, completely wrong. And please do not give. Because if we find out, both the receiver and the giver, now that truck will carry you. So it's a no. The second speaker, thank you very much. The question is very, very, very important. If Akwa Ibom is allocated 500 or 200 or 300, the recruitment officer who is coming, he knows that Akwa Ibom has 31 local government areas. It is shared among the 31 local government areas. It's shared. It's equal. If every local government is to produce 30, it will be 30 across board. The officer coming for the exercise has been briefed from Army headquarters, and he knows that that is the standard. However, if same thing about the state, if a local government is unable to produce 20 that are fit, we will not leave that slot. We will take from another local government that is more qualified, that with more qualified applicants. You will use it to beef up that local government. That's what happened. But sometimes when you are not privileged to know this information, you will say the recruitment officer has taken bribe, that he has given one local government more number than the other. This is usually what happens. Because if Akwa Ibom is 200 and you have 200 qualified, but 2-3 local government could produce just 5 or 6 or 7, would beef up from other local governments. I don't know if that answers your question. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, all. With due respect, my name is Edidion Otong. I'm from Ini local government. Sir, I have a daughter that is very passionate to join the Nigerian Army, but due to lack of chances, she has gotten admission into the university already, qualified, and still interested to join the Nigerian Army. But you said, sir, that before the Nigerian Army would train somebody, you must have worked with them for 2 or 3 years. My question is, if that my daughter is still interested in joining, what will be her fate in her university studies?
The question is, will the daughter continue her university education, or will she have to stop that and join the army? I think that's what you wanted to ask. Thank you very much. So we take the hand we saw there before we go up front.
Good morning, all. My name is Obot. Sir, I am from Okanafun. I want to ask, sir, you've been able to paint a picture that the army profession is very juicy, very, very appealing, and it's a profession everybody would like to join. But my question is, the fear that people have in this part of the country about Nigerian army have not been clarified. That is why I want to ask, do you or did the Nigerian army recruit back Boko Haram members into the army? Because in our part here, Pala says, once a thief is always a thief. And Boko Haram, who is against people and killing people, if taken back into the army, will also go back to kill people. Do you recruit back members of Boko Haram into Nigerian army? Thank you.
And maybe just to add some flesh, and clarity to that. I think maybe he also wanted to ask if the process is too cruel for intake. Okay.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom, represented by my colleague, Executive Chairman of Uyo Local Government and Chairman of Alcon, the Chief of Staff, heavily represented, member of the High Table, Local Government Chairman, my colleague, my handsome and beautiful youth of Akwa Ibom State. My name is Right Honorable Aswaka Umo, the Executive Chairman of Ibiono. Maybe I might not be given opportunity to speak because of my position, but because I'm representing the youth directly, and I'm also speaking on behalf of the youth of Ibom local government. So please, you have said something that permits me to be a bit blunt, because we need clarification so that we also put the way forward for solution. Last year, I was given opportunity to serve as a local government council secretary, and by the special grace of God, today I'm standing as executive chairman of the local government. And you have said something that Akwa Ibom State usually not complete their quotas, if I'm not mistaken. Quotas, yes. Please, I like talking with facts. From last year that I was given opportunity to serve as a secretary of council, we are the direct people who signed the attestation form attached to the form of the either Navy, Air Force, or Army. And now I'm the executive chairman so far for the 6 months. We continue to do that. We give recommendation in the main form, and we also sign the attestation attached to each of the forms submitted to you people. But when you said that we are unable to meet the quotas given to Akwa Ibom, please, with due respect and all amount of humility, I stand not to accept that. In my local government, so far, I'm saying this with fact, we signed that form in 6 months now. We have signed more than 200, sending our people, our youth, who love to be part of the army. But I'm telling you this with sincere mind, that not even 10%. At some points, we will sign up to 200, and not even 5 is accepted. And to modify what some of my brothers have said, if we believe in true federalism, and we also believe in equality, I'm thinking to do that is one of the ways to solve problems. Quotas should be sent to local governments, because I know in the process of recruitment, there are process, there are criteria, there are conditions that individuals have to meet. It may be our people, our youth, doesn't meet that criteria, but I'm not saying that completely. But I'm saying because I don't know. You people may say that, but I'm saying to believe in true federalism and equality, quotas should be sent to each of the local government with your criteria and conditions. And I stand to tell you that we will make that quotas, and we will make the criteria, and we will complete our quotas. Thank you so much, and thank you for understanding me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, MC, can I respond?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me start with, okay, let me start with the last speaker. Honorable Umo. Am I correct, sir? Okay, sir. Okay, first, let me tell us about the basic entry requirements first before I come to you. The entry requirements, I'm sure we all know, applicants must be single. You must, of course, Nigerian citizen by birth, have your NIN and BVN. Applicants must be physically and psychologically fit in accordance with Nigerian Army standard. Applicants must be free from any criminal conviction by any court of law of the country. Applicants must possess at least a minimum of 4 passes, including English language, in not more than 2 sittings. applicants must possess a valid birth certificate or age declaration and must be between 18 and 22 years of age. For non-trade, non-trade means you have just left secondary school, you have not done anything, you are not a mechanic or whatever. Then between 18 also and 26 years for trade. Trade means you are either a certified driver, you are a mechanic, you are a chef or a cook, and so on. And then, of course, a valid state of origin certificate. Arising from that, what we try to emphasize, Honorable, is for our states to enroll in numbers. That 200 left to your local government does not mean you may not get 20 or 30 or 10 that are qualified at the end of the day. That is the reason we are creating this awareness. Okay, I ask you again, sir. A state that has 3,000 now and a state that has 500 now. Do you see the differences? You see why we are talking to our people? No matter how you are thorough in the selection process, from 3,000, you will get more than the number you need. But a state that has 500 as of today, that you have sent 500, there's no, you might even be so unlucky that even if care is not taken, the 500, you will not get more than 15. But when you have 3,000, you are guaranteed. So it's not a function of you have signed 200 forms. You too, as our leader, have read out this criteria. It is also, we also have it as our responsibility, not just to sign form. You ask them, you look at them. I know these people, they have some criteria. Do you have this? Do you have this? How many credits do you have? And that. Because if they just bring form and you are signing, you are counting, at the end of the day, you think Nigerian Army, I'm just signing form, and at the end of the day, only 2 people are from my local government. By the way, the recruitment officer coming doesn't even know, who doesn't know you or whatever. It's only interfaces with the applicant, the candidate. So I don't know if I've taken care of that. Yeah, just like what my colleague is saying too. During the recruitment exercise, you also have reps there that we identify. This is from this local government, that is from that local government, or even somebody trying to use your state and whatever. So the important thing is just for us to have more numbers during the application process. Brother Didion, did I get it right? Your daughter loves joining the army. She will join the army. She will join the army. It depends on our level in the university right now. I can tell you that there are quite a number of us who, it depends on your choice as a father and her decision. The army won't decide for you. But I'm aware that there are people who were already in year 1 and they left and came into the army also. But if she has also gone far, you may leave her. She may graduate. She can come in through the short service as an officer. There is a program, a scheme like that, right? She can come in through the direct short service, and she goes for the interview, and if she's successful, she becomes an officer based on her qualification. So hope is not lost. It depends on what the family wants. Either you look at the option of her coming in now, it's up to you. Or she graduates and coming through the short service. So hope is not lost. And my brother Obot also do the Nigerian mean, okay, we don't recruit Boko Haram, please. And it's not something to be considered or even given a thought to. No, we don't. And then there's a question that came from there. How tough is the training, right? Was it? I think it's the MC that tried to say that. How cruel is the training?
Actually, we have hands here, since we couldn't take all of them. But their question is, I think from Ekbe, you can. It says some of the trainees that they had, when they recruit them, they send them to Sambisa Forest. I think that was what she said.
Thank you very much. My name is Etienne from Ekwe. I'm the sponsor for Youth Itmego. My question is, we are going to take back this message to our respective local government area, and we will do justice to make sure that we talk to our people. But there is a fear in the minds of some of our youth that when you are lucky to join Nigerian Army and you go for the training, after the training, the first thing they will do is to send you to war theater, to the war zones, to go and test your strengths. And at the process, a lot of them die. So these are the fear that some of my people are expressing when I encourage them to join the Nigerian Army. So I want to ask if this is true, that immediately after training you are sent to maybe the northeast to fight Boko Haram, and if you are not lucky, you are not coming back lively. My second question is this, sir. What is the mystery behind the insurgents in the northeast and in the northern area that we cannot, the Nigerian Army with all your strengths and your capacity, for over so many years now, you could not unravel that, you could not bring them to their knees. Thank you very much.
So we take the last one from this other side of the table, and that will be all. But Your Excellency, we still have very many concerns, very many hands. So I will appeal, just so we can manage time, if you can write your question. If you can write your question, I will come around and get it. Just write your question, I'll come around and get it, and try to say if our guests can make attempts to provide clarification to some of those concerns. But please understand that we can't take all of it just because of time. But then, thank you very much. Those were very, very good questions. So we take the last one here on this other side of the table, and that will be all for that.
Thank you very much. My name is Udemu Bom Roberts. I want to ask maybe two questions because I know that one of my questions have been taken by the Honorable Supervisor. There's this general fear that once you are recruited from here, like he said, the first port of call is Sambisa Forest. And once you go there, you are nowhere to be found. So the second thing is, the Nigerian military has to do something about the bottlenecks in this recruitment process. Sir. There are so many bottlenecks that are there that sometimes it is difficult for people around here to achieve that. For instance, if you're talking about a local government and they said in your form that you're supposed to give to an army general or a senior army officer to endorse your form for you, and in that entire community, or like you said, a son of nobody, he has no army officer or senior ranking officer to endorse that form for that person. It becomes a problem, sir. That's number one. Number two, you talked about quota. We agree. I want to believe that the Nigerian Army should decentralize the screening process so that here too, we could also have a screening area, a screening center within here, and probably to some zones, if it is going to be geopolitical zones or however you want to do it. I think it's equally going to help to do that. Then the last one, talking about quota, we know that we have some military schools here in Akwa Ibom, like the Air Force School, and we have the Nigerian Navy School in Etinan. May not be completely correct, but I know that in that, what do you call it, enrollment process, our people have not really benefited as a host community in those institutions. Our people have not, because I know that most of those things are done in Abuja. And a common man here who has a child that is bright, that would have been enrolled in that school, doesn't have that long leg to go to Abuja and get his points or to get his boy or whoever to be enrolled in that school. So, as people who are peaceful, I want to say that we, as an Akwa Ibom people, we should be rewarded for being peaceful by citing most of the institutions you have mentioned in Lagos, in Auchi, and all of that. We should also have a military institution in Akwa Ibom as a reward for our peaceful coexistence in this state. And most importantly, sir, most of our people, being that we are peaceful, should also be deployed to Akwa Ibom to also enjoy the peaceful nature of their states. Whoever is doing Boko Haram should be deployed to Boko Haram to go and continue. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, you may want to react now.
Okay, thank you very much for your very incisive inquiry. I just want to tell you that Nigerian army schools or the military schools around here are direct beneficiaries of the community. The community here, most of the time, like the naval school you're talking about, the catchment area is Akwa Ibom State. You hardly see people coming from Lagos or from the north to come and enroll their children in those schools. So there the community is a direct beneficiary of such schools. The same thing with Command Secondary School that we have here, Command Secondary, that one controlled by the army. The direct beneficiary of that school are the community. If your child is qualified, of course you'll be taken. That is what I need to say. And for the other question you are asking of if Nigerian Army is a federal institution. It's a federal institution. Federal institution in the sense that you are obliged by the provisions to serve anywhere, any part of the country. We here have also served in Sambisa Forest. There's nobody here, you will hardly see any Nigerian Army personnel today who have not served in the Northeast. I was in the Northeast for 2 years. So everybody, you will go and take your turn and come back. It's no, but you must understand that our profession has largely to do with experience. Our profession has to do with experience. Experience in the battlefield. And that's what makes you a soldier. Because you have been trained. There's a lot of investment into you by way of training that will make you stand out and be able to confront even the enemy. That's our training. And so you will hardly see any soldier today, even serving here or serving them, that has not had his turn in the Northeast. So once we are deployed there, we pray to God and ensure that we come back there and then applied our training that we acquire. So if somebody, I have a lot of soldiers here who are from Akwa Ibom State, who are in 2 brigades, or are from Abang. They are from here and they are serving here. I also have people from other states also. And if you go to other places that are also peaceful, you see people who are serving from that area that are there also, and people who are not from that area. Because that will be, it will not be okay to say only those people that are from Akwa Ibom to come and serve in Akwa Ibom. We don't have that kind of arrangement. So you see people coming from all walks of life, from all parts of the country, to come and serve and maintain peace. Whatever they do in other states is what they will do here, is to ensure our primary responsibility, which is the safety of men, of safety of the civilians, safety of life and property in the states we are deployed. So we have that mandate. So it is very difficult to say no that we just have to be everywhere. Because when we go for training, we are mixed up. We are mixed up. There's no one to say, okay, this one is just Akwa Ibom State. They're going to train differently from this one from maybe from Kano State. No, the training is mixed. So whatever impact they are being impacted to someone from Akwa Ibom State is the same impact of training that is going to be done to somebody from Kano State. Is the same impact of training that somebody that is done from Osun State, because the training is mixed and everybody participates equally. But here, our awareness here today is to encourage us, to encourage our youths to join, to participate in this exercise, to participate and be part of it. The larger the number, the more qualified people that can go through the that we can get for that will join the army. If we have fewer numbers, we will not be able to meet up that quota. If we have large number of people who are interested to join the army, we'll be able to sieve out and get the best that will represent Akwa Ibom State. And we'll do our recruitment process are very, very simple. They're very simple, they're straightforward. Just like with someone asking, there's no bread, don't give anybody money. Nobody will ask you for money. You are qualified, you are qualified. You are, of course, there are a lot of criteria. You have to meet that height. You have to, we should be more concerned right now. Why are our people not being qualified? Why do you think you are not? Why are your ward? Why are our children not qualified for this recruitment? So that we can go and take correction. We can go and take correction. Maybe this is what I don't know whether I'll be able to talk again. I'm already saying what I'm saying because we need to take that message from properly. Today in our society, and this is your army. This is your army, and it's a direct reflection of what is happening in the society. So amongst if Nigerian army recruits drug addicts, they are from our community. They are Nigerians. This is Nigerian army. So that's why our recruitment process is very rigorous to ensure we get the best. So we'll go back to our community and advise our youth. Those ills that will disqualify you from joining the army, avoid it. Those ills, because drugs has become like part of the society today. So, but when you come for this recruitment, we will test you on drugs. And when we test you on drugs and you are not qualified, there's nothing we can do. You are not qualified, because we're not recruiting people who are already drug addicts. So it's very important that we take that message home, that our youths are going to urge them, discourage them from participating in those ills that will make them not qualify to join the army. I hope I'm speaking something reasonable.
Thank you very much. We really do appreciate. Please, just to give closure to that very session, respectfully invite Otuekong Emmanuel Ekpenyong to make a brief comment, please.
Okay, thank you, MC. Okay, sorry about that. Just to round up and to add to what the commander has said, we've taken note of some questions you have asked lately here. I think we may not completely, they are above my scope while I'm here. I'm here to woo the young boys and girls to join the army so that they will be like me tomorrow. Some things you have asked, maybe they are above me to answer. But let me be quick to add this. Taking our people to Sambisa immediately after training is not true. The truth about this is that, like I started during my presentation. The Army is a very carefully planned organization. If when you are leaving training, you are posted to a unit, a battalion, that has even been earmarked to go and rotate another unit in the northeast, and you are sent to that unit, you have no option. You are not going because you are from Akwa Ibom. No. You are going to the northeast because before you graduated from training, that unit was already training to go to take over. Not because you are this and that. No, that's not true. And in any case, what happens to a graduate from the university? When he graduates from university, immediately he wants employment. Is that not so? Once you have been trained for 6 months, 9 months. And what are you training for? You are training how to keep peace. So if you find yourself in such a unit, you will go there, not because you were targeted. I just need to clarify that. Like I said, I need us to know that we have one of the best army within the African continent, Nigerian army. We've done it elsewhere, United Nations and blah, blah, blah. Truth be told, forget about what you see. If what you hear anyway, some of the things you hear are not the truth. You don't have the facts. Like I said, I don't think I want to talk about that, but just to let you know that you have an army that you should be proud of. You have an army that you should love. Without the effort of the Nigerian army, and of course other security agencies, sincerely, you and I will not be seated like this. We know what the enemies of the state wants. We know. But I tell you, because of that ruggedness also of the Nigerian army, and of course other of our sister agencies, that is why the country has remained the way it is and doing better. But I will not go more than that. Bottlenecks in recruitment process, yes, we've taken note of some of the things you have raised. I see it as a suggestion rather than a question. We'll take it back to Abuja, and whatever the issues are, we will address the recruitment officers when they come on ground. What I can assure you is that is going forward, both on our part and on you, I think is going to be a better and a more promising exercise. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we now take the comment from Goodwill Emmanuel Ekmeyo.
Thank you very much, the MC. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented by the Algon Chairman, the reps of the Chief of Army Staff, the Brigade Commander. Please let me stand on all established protocol. First, I want to thank the military, the Army, for coming to tell us what we do not know. It is a good sensitization and awareness program, because it is said, if you want to be seen, you stand up, but if you want to be heard, you speak out. So I want to tell you that you are talking to the right people. Seated here are chairmen of local government, the custodians of the rural area, and they are going to pass this message by doing proper sensitization and awareness program. For the youth, to encourage them, to let them see the professionals by joining the army. For them to have interest, because interest has to be developed first before you can join the military. It's a selfless thing to humanity. You put your life on the line to protect others. That means while others are sleeping in the house, you are in the bush fighting to bring about peace. Secondly, sir, from experience, between 2007 to 2015, I was essayed to the governor and the chairman of the youth. I observed one thing, because we always preach this gospel. When it has to do with recruitment, mostly it's done in Ibawa, the logistics. So we are talking to the right people. That's why I'm saying you are talking to the right people, the chairman. I remember those days I was sending buses to my local government, tell those people that leaders were there, send buses, help and bring these people to and fro to that Ibawa for them to be able to pass through the process of recruitment. It's not only signing the form, it's not only encouraging them to register. The process, you must be guided, you must support them. What I already observed now, most of the time, because I ask questions, I was involved, what is actually they say they don't want to take you? Mostly, so it's medical. As little as blood pressure being high, you can be dropped. As little as not having the correct site, you can be dropped. So, being the stakeholders here, if we can do a pre-medical training for those people, test them to know whether they are fit, encourage them, give them some fun, provide logistics for them, I think Akwa Ibom slot will increase. And so I want to thank you. You have passed the message. Akwa Ibom people, we are up to do people. We are going to stand up and make sure we fill our quota. Whether it's 2,000, whether it's 3,000, whether it's 5,000. The Algon chairman today is capable, all the chairmen here, and the stakeholders. These people sitting down here are not people that are going to join the military. They will take the message from their Rise Youth Council, Youth Caucus to the villages and preach the gospel. Then finally, sir, I want to say the military should do what we call catch them young. In the United States, in Canada, they go through colleges. That is when you have the age that can join the military, between the age of 17 to 22, 23. You go and make that thing to be encouraging to them. Let them know that apart from infantry, fighting in the battlefield, there are other courses. There are medical courses. There are finance, which is very lucrative in the army, finance course. I know all those ones. It's very lucrative in the army, that you can actually become something good in the army without being an infantry, or you are in the armored or artillery. So, but we have heard you, sir, and we'll do the needful. God bless everybody in Jesus' name.
Thank you so very much. Can we please appreciate all of us for that very, very interactive session? Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, I think we should appreciate the Army for leading the way and giving hope that Nigeria can be great, that transparency is possible. I think that in the near future, we hope that other institutions will come out like this and call for recruitment and call for youth to come and get work and get employment. We are looking forward to such a future. But for now, the Nigerian Army has taken the lead, and they are deserving of our commendation. Can we please celebrate them some more? Thank you so very much. We will have some goodwill messages here. And let me quickly put on cue that on behalf of the youths, the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency the Governor will speak. And of course, our leader, Honorable Isantem Kennedy Okon, will follow, while the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Internal Security, will also give his goodwill message here. On behalf of the Algon, we'll have the Vice Chairman of Algon speak. And of course, we'll have the Commander 2 Brigade of the Nigerian Army close that session for us. I'm putting all of this so that speakers will know that we have just 2 minutes for each of the speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, can we now put our hands together and celebrate Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency the Governor on Youth Matters, Mr. Iniebong Akpan.
The Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umar Basieno, PhD, ably represented by Dr. Wendemo, the Argon 01, the representative of the Chief of Army Staff, our own brother from the Niger Delta, Brigadier General Zidi, our Commander 2 Brigade, our own, who is here, the other assembly member here seated, our beautiful and wonderful local government chairman, the great youths of Akwa Ibom State. You are all welcome. Truly, I want to appreciate the Chief of Army Staff for bringing up this lecture. This is an eye-opener to us. And I can tell you that we have an action governor. That by next week, you will see our quota will rise from 500 to 3,000 or 3,500. But what I want to say to the Army, please, you should also consider the state while recruiting people. This is a peaceful state with peaceful people, discipline, which is the watchword of Nigerian Army. So a state that has very disciplined youth should be given more slots. Yes, because in Nigerian Army, they have 2 things, discipline and respect. In Akwa Ibom State, we have the most disciplined youths in this country. That is why it is peaceful. It is not too peaceful because of the presence of the military. It is peaceful because we are naturally peaceful people. We have military men everywhere in this country. So we are unique. And secondly, sir,
I grew up in the north, in Kaduna to be precise. I lived at Mashi, very close to NDA. When you see the army young boys stand up and move, we were moved to join the army then. I started NDA, my father removed me because I'm the only son. So why am I bringing that up? We need some military institutions in Akwa Ibom. That alone will encourage Akwa Ibom youths to join the army. Please, everything should not be taken to Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, Jaji, and all that. Please, we have waterways here. We need more military facility here than even in the north. Sorry to say this. Because the oil facility, what is feeding this country today? Well, sorry, it's oil. So the oil area should be more protected. The oil area should be more secured for the sake of the country. But for now, we appreciate you people so much. I love the military so much, even if I'm a bloody civilian. But I love you people so much. Thank you for keeping faith, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Please, we will be hearing, the next voice we'll be hearing is that of Obong Isantam Kenerokun.
The governor of Akwa Ibom State, here represented by the Algon chairman, the chief of army staff here personified by Brigadier General CBD, our own brigade commander, the house member, the service chiefs. I'm equally a service chief. It would be very, very abnormal if they finish this interaction, the Supreme Leader does not say anything. My general, my name remains Kenneth Okon. I'm the commander of Internal Security Outfit, Ibom Community Watch. My boss is out of town, is a retired brigadier general. Our permanent secretary is here. But the youth of this state, I think the world has heard about us. For the past 25 years, we have been cultivated into the youth of the state to be disciplined. We have the most educated set of youth in Niger Delta. And the people you see here, they are political youth. They are very powerful in their various local governments. So the message you are sending today is going directly to the real youth that will be recruited into the Nigerian army. The local government chairman, I've heard somebody saying that local government chairman would drive the process. Absolutely. But if it is possible, I want to lend my voice that the recruitment be done in each of the local government. And also the chairman of local government should do what they call internal checks. My brother Ekpenyong said, pray miracles. Because our problem is that when you take 200, you go and discover this one has a high blood pressure, this one has a kidney problem, this one has a liver problem, and they threw them away. So we will spend money and take them. You tell us exactly who should be satisfied before even giving a form to fill. And sir, finally, when the form for this recruitment comes, if it's going to pass through our dear governor, it should be given to the chairman of local government, equally, as you said. And they will work with the recruitment center. I know we normally have the person in charge, OC, the CEO of OC. So the local government chairmen are going to drive this thing. With the youth leaders that are here, they are super youth leaders. And we are going to exceed 3,000. For the Army High Command to give Akwa Ibom State this respect by coming to appeal
educate and enlighten us. So we are going to exceed 3,000. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much for that statement of commitment. Please, you will hear from the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Internal Security and Waterways, Dr. John Orok.
His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the Chief of Army Staff, here ably represented, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I want to sincerely thank the Army for working with the state to ensure that we have this level of sensitization. I am not aware that we've had this kind of gathering before in this state. And for me, it is unique that we have it today. Working for government, I've had several calls from individuals from different places requesting to know how to join the Army. And so having to have this kind of stakeholdership that speaks to the criteria and the benefits for being part of the Army will go a long way to ensure that the citizens from this area make up the quota for Akwa Ibom State eventually. So I thank you sincerely for coming up to make sure we have the sensitization. I extend my thanks to the stakeholders that have all come out here in their numbers. I didn't expect that I would see this kind of crowd here. And it really shows that Akwa Ibom responds when they have to come out for something that is that important. And so thank you so much for showing up. Something has been mentioned here severally. I would like to lend my voice to that too. You've spoken to the criteria for being recruited beyond the benefits. And I think it's very necessary for anybody who is appending any document for anyone that needs to go out for this exercise to ensure that the person meets that criteria. It is not at the point of screening that we are going to find out things we should have known before then. It will help us be assured that this number I have signed have met the criteria. The thing that is left is for the screening exercise to determine whether there's something we missed out. I think that will ensure that we have an increase in the terms of the numbers of people representing us. But let me also thank the Army immensely for the tremendous work they have done in supporting the state along other security agencies to secure our borders and to ensure that our waterways are free. We hope that this collaboration will continue to improve and Akwa Ibom will remain the peaceful state, the most peaceful state that it has been since the start of this administration. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Please, Your Excellency, with your kind permission, just after the last speaker, I'll plead that we take that video short clip again to show the criteria. I think some people that arrived after the video was played are asking to know. So just after the next speaker, we'll take that video again so that some of us will have the all-important information. But for now, please, let's welcome to speak on behalf of the Algon, Honorable Eniefio Nkom, Vice Chairman, Algon, Akwa Ibom State.
Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, represented by Algon, call him A1, the representative of the Chief of Army Staff here present. Please let me stand by the already established protocols. Mine is by way of observation and learning to what we have said here today. I want to bring to our notice that the last recruitment that was done was by the Nigerian Air Force. And I had people from my local government who went there. This issue of being prepared to
good for the exercise is very, very important, most important. Because the guys that I had signed those forms for got there and they were sent out. Why? Because they didn't have the vest that was required and the canvas. But the Air Force guy that was there, that was doing the training, was so magnanimous to tell them to call whoever had signed this form for them. And they called me. And the man told me that the only way they can allow these boys in is that I should buy the required canvas and the t-shirt that is being sold there. The kids, you know, for them, and that's the only way they would have entered. So I now had to send money. There were 4 of them that were sent out. And like what you are saying, if I wasn't there, you know, to salvage that issue, it means the number of Akwa Ibom people that were going would have been dropped, and other people would have been taken. So I want to tell our people, like we've heard here today, before we send these people out, please, let us look at them. Let us make sure that they have the requirements, you know, because most at times, when they get there, they are just on their own. They don't have anybody, and there's no how that they will take them, they will send them back. I want to also thank the Nigerian Army and the forces that have been working in Akwa Ibom State. For me, my local government is a boundary local government. I know the tremendous work I'll have to do with the Nigerian Army and the police and the Air Force. Once again, I want to say thank you. And like my colleagues here have said, you be rest assured that with what we've learned today, we'll take it home and put it into practice. And before the end of the exercise, the Akwa Ibom number will increase. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Thank you so very much. Please, can we have the short video now? And just so to add, we've been assured that the soft copy of this video and the poster will be transferred to us so we can drop it on our local government platform.
The Nigerian Army wishes to inform the general public that the online registration for 89 regular recruit intake recruitment exercise for trades, non-tradesmen and women will commence on 31st March 2025 for all interested and qualified candidates. Applicants must be single and be Nigerian citizens by birth. Applicants must be medically, physically and psychologically fit in line with Nigerian Army standards. Applicants must not be less than 18 years and not more than 22 years old for non-tradesmen and women, while tradesmen and women must not be older than 26 years as at 30th June 2025. For more information on eligibility and requirements, please visit Nigerian Army Recruitment website recruitment.army.mil.ng to complete online registration from 31st March to 17th May 2025. Selected candidates will participate in the state recruitment screening exercise scheduled from 2nd to 16th June 2025 in their respective state of origin. Nigerian Army Recruitment is free. Brigadier General Chibueze Ogbuabo, Director, Directorate of Recruitment and Money, Army Headquarters, Announcer.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, to complete the goodwill message for us, let me respectfully invite the Commander 2 Brigade Nigerian Army. Can we please put our hands together and welcome Brigadier General Alexander Tawasimi. This one is an Akwa Ibomite. Can we please make him feel very welcome? Thank you so very much.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, ably represented here. The team leader from Army Headquarters on this all-important event of sensitization for recruitment into the Nigerian Army. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol for want of time. I have nothing more to say than what my brother and colleague have said, and all the concerns raised during the period of this discussion. What gladdens my heart today is the interest that I've seen exhibited here, and the enthusiasm and the willingness to be part and parcel of the Nigerian Army. that alone has gladdened my heart, and I can go and sleep very well. That during my tenure as a commander 2 brigade, that we had this very fruitful sensitization for recruitment to Nigerian Army. And I want to most especially thank His Excellency for making this possible and for availing us this opportunity to showcase the Nigerian Army in the best we can. Nigerian Army is, why are you changing the microphone now? The Nigerian Army is a very, very disciplined profession who holds everything we do in high esteem. We're very disciplined, we're very professional. That does not also not take away the fact that once in a while you have cases that are not pleasant. But on the average, we have done our duty diligently well to ensure that our responsibilities and tasks are well carried out, especially here in Akwa Ibom State. And I want to pledge our commitment to ensuring that we're going to do what is right and what is lawful and constitutional, just like the Chief of Army Staff has given us charge to do, and to discharge our duties very well, and to encourage us, encourage our wards, encourage our children to please join the Nigerian Army, because it's a profession that, just like the late speaker have said, you will never regret. You can only have win-wins. You know, we joined when we were like 16 years old or 17 years old, and since that day we joined, you have always looked up to something to be sent to you in the form of stipend or salary. So you can imagine, since I was 17, I have been receiving salary from Nigeria. Nigeria has trained me in everything I've done today, up to where I am today. Nigerian Army and Nigerian military has sponsored it, everything, since I was 17. So you can imagine that. So it's a testament of the fact that it's a profession that everybody should vie, everybody should be willing to join. Apart from the prestige that it gives to us, apart from the respect that we have, we also is an opportunity to serve the fatherland, and in the best form of sacrifices, and the best form of commitment and dedication to duty. I want to thank you once again, and thank His Excellency for giving us this opportunity. And our message will convey accordingly by his representative here, that we are really appreciative of this effort. Thank you very much, and we are looking forward to a very robust activities as we run up. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much. We really do appreciate our leader and all of our facilitator and resource person for the great work they've done. We're trusting that the outcome will also be positive, that our youths will grab this opportunity for good. Thank you so very, very much. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will now respectfully invite the Chief of the Army Staff Nigeria, here represented, to please accept to make the presentation to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State now. This governor has been an active partner with the Nigerian Army, collaborating in improving security architecture in the state and sustaining the peace that we have in the Akwa Ibom State, and maintaining our status as the most peaceful state in the nation.
Your Excellency, sir, our dynamic Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluwede, has asked me to present this plaque to you. So you keep this in remembrance of the message he has sent us to come to deliver to the good people of Akwa Ibom State today.
Can we please applaud our leader, our governor? Your Excellency, the youth-friendly governor, Your Excellency, our very security-conscious leader, time has come now for the youths of Akwa Ibom State to hear from you. These youths, they know you as their father, they know you as their #1 supporter, and they know that you will not hide any opportunity that will put an Akwa Ibom youth in a better position. Let me therefore invite all of us who are gathered here to put your hands together and welcome His Excellency, our Governor, for his remark at this event. Thank you so very much. Can we please celebrate our leader?
Thank you. Thank you very much. You may please be seated. The representative of the Chief of Army Staff here in our midst, the commander of the 2 Brigade of the Nigerian Army in Akwa Ibom State, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Internal Security, Waterways, member speaking for the House of Assembly, representing in his state's constituency, chairman of local government councils here in their very good number, led by the vice chairman of Algon in Akwa Ibom State, and chairman of Igor Egbene, local government area. The HSA to His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, our own Isanton, and the commander of our own brigade, Ibom Community Watch, who has also called himself a service chief or a service commander. I don't know who gave him a service commander. The Dean of the College of Personal Aids to His Excellency the Governor, and all 8 of His Excellency the Governor, respected youth leaders in our states, from the Youth Council, the Youth Caucus, the Arise Youth, the Village Youth, Christian Youth, and all our friends from the youth structure who have come today to attend this very important sensitization program organized by the Nigerian Army Headquarters. This will be the remarks of His Excellency, but the voice will be that of the chairman of Algon. But whatever he says here is his own words. You only hear the voice of the chairman of Algon. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, Akwa Ibom is song. Akwa Ibom is song. Wasedi Akwa Ibom. Remarks by His Excellency Pastor Moore, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, on the occasion of the Nigerian Army sensitization visit for the 8th regular recruit intake, delivered by Dr. Umedi Modo, Chairman of Algon, Akwa Ibom State, on Wednesday, April 9, 2025. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome the Nigerian Army sensitization team to our dear state, Akwa Ibom, and to address this gathering on behalf of our dear Governor, His Excellency Pastor Mobasin, PhD, who would have loved to personally receive the esteemed delegation from the Nigerian Army, but is unavoidably engaged with other state matters outside. He sends his warm regards to all participants particularly our youth leaders, at this strategic engagement. Let me begin by expressing our sincere gratitude to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyemi Oloide, and the leadership of the Nigerian Army for deeming it necessary to embark on this sensitization exercise. Your decision to target youth leaders and provide them with relevant information about the Nigerian Army recruitment process is both strategic and thoughtful, especially at a time when we are collectively seeking meaningful pathways for youth engagement and national development. As a state, we have always held the Nigerian Army in high esteem, not just as a symbol of national security and sovereignty, but also as a noble institution that has produced some of Nigeria's finest patriots. The Army's enduring values of discipline, loyalty, courage, and service are ideals that our youths can emulate and aspire to. We have received your requests and acknowledged the noticeable decline in enlistment from our dear state in recent recruitment exercise. This sensitization exercise, therefore, is a welcome intervention, one that aligns with our administration's commitment to youth empowerment, capacity building, and job creation, as encapsulated in our RISE agenda, our blueprint for economic development. We see this exercise as complementing our efforts to reduce youth unemployment while preparing our young citizens for national service and self-discipline. Therefore, we are fully committed to supporting this sensitization drive. We will leverage on our communication platforms, both traditional and digital, to amplify the message. Our Ministry of Youth Development, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Internal Security and Waterways, the Ethical and Attitudinal Reorientation Agency, and all the relevant stakeholders will work with your team to ensure that this sensitization effort is effective and far-reaching. Let me use this opportunity to also commend the approach being taken, that of engagement of strategic youth leaders as a first point of contact. You agree with me from the discussion that we've had, the interactions that we've had. I am very optimistic that we've made significant progress in this sensitization effort. And I also know that this will trickle down because they are taking this message back to their various LGS. Thank God today we have our local government helmsmen, chairmen of local government are here. They will take this message back and make it a priority to be interested in recruitment of this nature, whether it is that of the Army, whether it's that of the Navy, whether it's that of the police or the Air Force. All of us must work as partners, and I trust the ability to be able to translate this expectation into concrete reality. These leaders are influencers in their communities. When equipped with accurate information like we've done, they will become powerful ambassadors, encouraging every eligible and interested young person across our communities to consider careers in the Nigerian Army. Once again, we thank you for choosing to come to Akwa Ibom State. Also, thank you for the honor that you have given His Excellency the Governor, whom I'm representing today. We appreciate this honor, and we do not take it lightly at all. And all our interactions here, I'm also happy to announce that the governor of the state is also watching this from where he is, attending to other state issues. He's also putting an eye to see what we are doing. So he has seen all of us. He has seen the efforts, he has seen the drive, he has seen the passion all of us have brought to bear today. And I know he must be very proud of the youths of Akwa Ibom State. He must be very proud that we have disciplined youths. We have youths who are interested in making out careers in the Nigerian Army and indeed other sister agencies. We look forward to increased representation of our youths. Of course, rising from this meeting, we've secured commitment of the local government chairman. We've secured commitment of the youth leaders that they will take this message back home. And we expect that our enrollment will significantly increase in the coming days. That's the commitment that we have taken from this. I hope this represents the views of all of us here. Beautiful. So we look forward to increased representation of our youths in the Nigerian Army following this exercise. Again, I thank you for coming to our states. Thank you for affording us this opportunity to ask useful questions and seek answers and clarifications where we had doubts. That way, we'll be able to achieve our objective of improving our enrollment, taking all available quota in the Nigerian Army and indeed all other programs of the government. So on this note, I must thank all the participants. At very short notice, you came from your various LGS to be part of this. The governor is very happy that all of you could make it. We know our youth are very productive people, so they had to suspend, many of them had to suspend a whole lot of their engagements to come in here to get this first-hand information for the benefit of their people. So on this note, I thank you all for coming, and I pray that God will continue to bless the Nigerian Army, God will bless Akwa Ibom states, and God will continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, this one is off record now, so the praise people will leave us. Amen. Ibom said, like many people have said, we continue to seek collaboration with the federal government on all fronts. On all fronts, whether in establishment of federal institutions, of which the armed forces will not be an exception. So we will be happy to partner. We will be happy to partner the Chief of Army Staff. Chief of Army Staff, this is when we even need your attention the most. This is when we need your attention the most. Now, Governor Moino will be happy to partner with the Nigerian Army to establish more institutions. Institutions will be happy. He will be happy to partner with the Nigerian Army and indeed all other federal agencies who have interest to establish institutions in Akwa Ibom State whether it's educational institution, whether it is for empowerment, the governor is willing and is ready to partner with the federal government of Nigeria to ensure that Akwa Ibom is fully represented in the map of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and may God bless all of us in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, our leader. Before we bring this to a close, Your Excellency, please, we'll have to take group photograph. Photographers, please. We take first His Excellency with men and members of the Nigerian Army, then other dignitaries that are here, and then members of Algon will join, and other leaders of the youth structure will also join. So please, we take that in quick succession. Let's come down. Let's come down here. Let's come down in front of this. Okay. So to bring this to a close, can we please, wherever we are, maintain decorum as we take the national anthem. The national anthem, please. Thank you so very much.